Fuck. Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
Fuck. Says pour the drink, you fairy fuck.
Who the fuck are they? I will have a fucking tag on. Fuck! It was a fucking ambush.
If you could see a man's dick size like you could see a girl's boobs, a whole lot of men would shut the fuck up.
No. We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
To the 21st Century Suffragettes cast. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Thank you, family.
Move on to Epstein and his
I have one
sexual violence.
other thing to say. Oh, everybody's saying no audio.
I'm on it.
He's on it. He's on it. Oh my God.
I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Okay, asshole! I'm sorry!
It's just been that kind of a day, everybody.
Jesus. It's just, okay. Hopefully this time, third time's the charm. I don't know. Maybe we can move on. We don't condone any kind of violence,
No,
political
God!
or
No,
gun.
God, please, no! 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 No!
And so we don't think it's cool. We don't think it's funny. We're not celebrating. And I don't give a fuck what the right is saying about us, but nobody over here is doing fucking cartwheels. In fact, everybody on the left that I've ever seen has condoned this, is absolutely not condone this and absolutely fucking, no, across the board. And we say this even when, people on our side get hurt, when people on their side get hurt. We don't want anybody to get hurt. That's why we don't like guns.
Not political. We don't want people getting hurt.
No.
So
that's our whole platform. Our whole platform is to protect those in our communities and in our country.
Yeah.
That's what we stand for. That is the basis of the left.
Yeah.
And I want everybody to know, I don't know where it got cut off or whatever, but I do think that it's the Madison Cawthorn thing of him getting, arrested. All right, again. These guys, when you look at their rap sheet and you look at our rap sheet, and how about this one? This is a good thing that Benny brought up during in-betweens, trying to get the show back on. Nobody blinked an eye when Dinky killed 1.2 million people of COVID. Mm-hmm. And then you look at the list of bodies that surround Dinky. Virginia Giuffre, Jeffrey Epstein, Charlie Kirk,
Herman Cain.
Just the number of actual people who have died surrounding him. The number is huge. They kept saying that Hillary and Bill had a body count. Nothing. They got nothing on Dinky. How about Maria? I refreshed my memory and listened to the live testimony that God damn it,
Maria Farmer. No.
Eddie Johnson.
Katie Johnson gave, and then she was talking about Maria and how she felt really bad for Maria, and nobody knows where Maria is.
Right.
That's another person that is MIA. You got the helicopter crash.
Yep.
You've got
Ivana.
Ivana. Fuck me, Ivana.
Firefighter from Butler.
The firefighter from Butler.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is just the shit I can name off the top of my head, and I know there's way more.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk Hogan.
So, and Dinky did this Oval. He was going to do a presser, by the way, and then it got canceled. And then he made an announcement from the Oval, which was just fucking awful. Dinky has released a video calling Charlie Kirk a martyr and blaming the radical left. No suspect has been apprehended. Trump didn't release any such statement when one of his lunatic supporters assassinated Democrat Melissa Hortman and her husband. And how about
the other couple?
how the other couple?
How many of us remember any president coming out immediately after on a live and announcing all of, like he's the person who should be doing it?
Yeah. But he can't
Is he
keep
the
his mouth
is he
shut.
is he the press now? Is it just Donnie Press now?
Yeah, it's like ego. Like, oh, I know something, and you need to know that I know it because I know it first. And here we go. And
Yeah,
he's dead.
he knows
And
lots
it's
of
just
things first.
So immature.
Mm-hmm.
So awful. And all of
so-
that was such a mess because you had MTG saying he's
He's still
critical or stable
alive.
or something. He says he's dead, and then you've got Patel putting out the notice that the guy's
caught him.
apprehended, and then
We
no
didn't
one's
catch him.
apprehended. It was just a big fucking cluster of shit.
Well, first of all, they arrested some old guy who was on his knees and he was going, I have the right to remain silent. But they came out saying the guy was wearing all black. Well, this guy was not wearing all black. He was just wearing a t-shirt and fucking shorts. Then there was
Right.
some dude who was arrested in his car. I had a hard time could tell if it was a person of color or not. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because there was a hat and whatever, and
They're
this-
grasping at straws.
and
But you don't
then they
announce
find
every
out
little
it's a
thing you
pellet
do.
gun. It's a pellet gun.
Right, but you don't announce every little thing you do. Because when you put all this out there, if you find out there's like someone who
Most
worked
of the
with this
shit
guy,
Sage was on
you don't
social
need to
media.
give things away to this guy by blabbing everything.
I know,
And
but
they
it was
just
put
are
on social
blabbing
media,
everything.
Sage. It was like somebody was on social media going, this might be the shooter. Because here's the police and they're arresting this guy right now here in Utah. Utah's an open carry state. Everybody's got a fucking gun.
I know.
Right.
I know.
And the university itself does not have any laws against guns on campus either.
So why
It
didn't
is-
all those guns pop off and save Charlie Kirk? I thought all these guns were out there to protect people.
And, Lindsay also, Lindsay who comes on Tuesday, on shows on Tuesday, she was saying it's fucking weird that there was no like cops, ambulance, anything.
Yeah.
Even for a crowd of people, you would have an emergency thingy there just for a crowd of people. Somebody might get heat stroke. Somebody might have a
Yeah.
heart attack. Somebody might fall down the stairs. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, what?
People were like barfing and stuff.
Yeah, people were like barfing when they saw it and stuff like that because they literally saw him
traumatizing.
just fucking bleed out. It was
Yeah.
disgusting.
I really, you know what? So we're going to talk for 5 seconds about this. When I saw it and he was shot, I thought, and no one else went down. Oh, thank God. Not because he got shot, but because it wasn't worse. Because I was like thinking,
This gunman,
this person
Could've-
could spray everybody, and it didn't happen.
right?
That did not happen.
That's right.
And so all these kids, remember I talked to you guys about this before on another episode, how I said, every time there's a school shooting, a mass shooting, a domestic violence shooting, something, it's another dot on the map of the United States that then webs out to all the people in their orbit, their family, friends, co-workers, blah, blah, blah. And you've got all these smatterings across the country, and that web is going out everywhere. Now all these kids in Utah have webs out. So the number of kids there that were traumatized and experienced this, and staff and faculty, because there's going to be janitors, there's going to be security from the campus. All these people have spouses, they have children, they have family, they have friends, and who doesn't know someone who's had a gun attack against them? At this point, I think we're going to cross that Rubicon where we start to realize everyone, just like women who have had to deal with sexual assault
Call from
or
Shannon G.
rape.
To accept, press 1.
So
To
many
send a
women have
voicemail,
experienced
press
this
2.
same thing with the gun situation in this country.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter how it comes across, whether it's DV or suicide person or whatever. We all have somebody. We're all connected by those red lines.
Right. I agree. Shan G, thank you so much for calling in, honey. Go ahead.
Well, I'm afraid I have a little tiny disagreement about Mr. Kirk.
Shoot.
I don't give two F's in a bucket that he's gone. You want to know why?
Go
My
ahead.
nieces attended that high school. They're currently attending that high school in Colorado. In fact, they knew the shooter. So I don't care about Mr. What's-his-face.
Right.
And you get that feeling that fuck everybody.
Well, the thing about it is, Shan, I feel like this. If we start acting like that, then we become them. Okay? And that is my fear here. Is I don't want us to have bloodlust for our enemies. This guy could speak all he wants to. We do have free speech in this country. And nobody should be gunned down, including, Martin Luther King, right?
Right.
He was gunned down because of his speech. So you start on this slope, it's slippery one, and then guess what? It's all out fucking mayhem. And this is why we don't condone it. This is why, look, I never agreed with one damn thing that he said. But I would agree that he has the right to say it because we do have First Amendment, even though he's radicalizing people, which I don't think is right. I don't think that's a good thing to do. I think he condoned he stoked a lot of hate.
Words have consequences.
Words do have consequences.
Exactly.
And,
they do. But
at the same time, we cannot become like them. I heard one of these guys on the right say they want broadcasted on live TV, people being decapitated by a guillotine. That's how much bloodlust they have. That's why we cannot become like them. Do you see what I mean?
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I didn't actively want him gone. But the way I learned from my family is you don't start fights, you finish them. So, yeah.
Well, I was told you don't start a fight you can't
family.
finish. And this, he was literally talking about the most vile shit right before he was murdered.
About people like me.
Yeah.
So, no. He was doing his best to incite his collection of maggotry to hate people like me. So, no. I will not forgive them. Not when I will give them the same amount of respect that they gave every child who perished.
Right. Which was 0. Thoughts and prayers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And never doing anything about gun violence.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the never doing anything. They could do something right now and claim it as their big victory somehow,
All right, hold
some way.
on. You're talking over each other. Sharon, go ahead.
We already know thoughts and prayers don't work worth poop because some of them got shot in the church. So
yeah,
you can excuse my crass and morbid humor. I do got one more thing to say. There was back when the FAFO stuff started going up, there's that one lady, I don't know what her name was, but she was awesome. She said, "Behold, my field of fuck, gaze upon it, for it is barren." I love that.
Yeah. All right, Shan, thank you so much for calling in, honey.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
No, Shan is right. It's literally Shan was being attacked personally by him while he was shot. I understand the anger there, but also we cannot become like them. We cannot. We have to condemn this shit. This is not cool. This is not cool.
We can say,
it's not good.
Diane, We can literally have no feeling and just say F him for who he was and what he brought to us. Now let's get together and fight this shit some more because it's going to take all of us to move the needle on this subject. It's not going to come easy. I mean, right now, the Republicans are going to be all on board with whatever. But there's more of us than there are of the MAGA crowd. And we have to remember that sometimes just keeping your head down and your mouth shut and moving through your day and not starting something is the best move forward. But everybody at this point has got to be seeing how the gun situation's out of control. You know, maybe this is what it's going to take for some of those MAGAs to be like, oh no, our dear, you know,
come up with a bipartisan gun legislation bill and name it after him, as long as it solves the fucking problem. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing is like right now the right is absolutely ramping up. They want they're calling for civil war, you guys. Like this is not a joke. This is not funny. This actually is a catalyst to make things worse. And I called it as soon as the group chat was like they're going off on this, I called it. Dinky's gonna use this. He's gonna use this. And all I've seen so far is him and the right using this to stoke more fucking fear and violence. You know?
I mean, the fucking governor said right in his fucking, you know,
press conference,
press conference, that it was a political democratic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With zero information.
Spencer Cox.
Yeah.
Governor of Utah. Useless piece of shit.
I was like, he just said that. He's they make everything about
political.
This cocksucker. Everything.
Everything's
we had
political.
Gun violence long before that motherfucker came into office.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing has been done about it yet. And I don't even know how many children have fallen because of it.
Yeah.
How many adults have fallen because of it. Charlie Kirk's one of those adults because nothing has been done about gun control at all.
Yeah. Yeah, how many times have we put up fucking legislation and all the Republicans voted down and vote no? They don't want it. They're beholden to the fucking NRA.
Well,
even the NRA had to come out the other day and be like, we do not, agree with what Dinky said about taking guns away from trans people. Even though trans people is like 0.001% of our fucking population, and they probably don't own a lot of guns.
Probably not.
But that's why I say it has to be a bipartisan approach, because we know they want to target certain communities. We know that all I saw in a couple of different chats last night were them calling for taking guns from the Democrats. If you're a registered Democrat, we should take your gun. You know, and it needs to be logical, reasonable, bipartisan gun legislation. So that no one is targeted.
Yeah, and if you really want to think about it, you know, you go back and recently Kirk has been calling for the full release of the Epstein files.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was told to shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Right?
He was told to shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm.
And he obliged.
Yeah, and I love
I'll
this.
bet you that pissed a couple maggots off.
Right?
What, Charlie? You were going to give us the
fuck up,
information.
And, you know, I kind of want to move on from this, even though it's really, you know, it's just awful. And I'm so, you know, we could speculate and,
yeah,
you know, all this shit, you know, high-powered weapon, at 200 feet. People are going, oh, it's got to be a pro. 200 yards. It's got to be a professional.
That's what you have to shoot if you are just a base, like in boot camp, right? Like, don't you have to shoot at like 199 feet or something like that? So it's not that uncommon. But there are other fun things we could talk about.
Well, like the Epstein files.
Or the email that just came out.
Epstein files.
Or even Trump's little face. His little face while he was on TV like this morning looking all droopy.
Absolutely had a fucking stroke.
Yeah.
This is fucking he looks like hammered dog shit.
I wish I could sing that Billy Squier song, Stroke Me, but I don't want to get a ding to the channel.
No, God!
At the 9/11 memorial,
no,
falling
no,
asleep.
No!
Droopy face to one side. It was really kind of weird.
Melania looks like a cardboard cutout.
Yep.
Melania looks like a cardboard cutout, Tony just said. Yeah, she like barely
is he rubbing the crotch of the cardboard cutout?
Oh God.
Like MTG rubs the crotch of his cardboard
trying
cutout.
to hold himself awake with the arms of the chair that he's sitting in. He's like, his shoulders are like this. You know what I mean? And he looks like fucking shit.
At one point, when they were reading out the names and ringing the bell,
he fell asleep.
He kept looking at his feet, and like every time they'd ring the bell, he'd switch from looking at one foot to the other foot.
It's like Pavlov's dog. What is going on?
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
Maybe he had some dental work done, and it's just the Novocaine.
Sure, Benny. Sure.
I know. I've walked out of the dentist office looking like that time or two.
God, he looks like hammer dog shit, dude.
Hilda E. Taylor.
She's sleeping.
Look at him looking at his feet.
Lieutenant Colonel Kip P. Taylor, United States Army.
Look at his hands and his feet.
Leonard E. Taylor. Sandra C. Taylor.
His right side is definitely drooping. It's fucking awful.
Oh, yeah.
Sandra D. Teague.
Can't even keep his eyes open. It's awful.
Okay, so my sister was born with the muscles on one half of her face dead from Bell's palsy in utero.
Right.
Now, Bell's palsy can happen usually to women. It can come and go where it can freeze up part of your face, whatnot. But he's got that, like, it's just there. How do you hide that? You can use tape. You can get that clear facial tape and pull it up and back to straighten it out.
But it still doesn't work right when you talk because it doesn't work right. My dad had Bell's palsy, and he couldn't even hold food in his mouth. It would fall out of that one side. So, you know, like when he's speaking, it's hard to tell because his speech has always been fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he's so quiet today during his speech. He was quiet and very, like, his mouth wasn't moving very much. Like, fuck us up. Who knows? But he doesn't look good, that's for sure. It was nappy time for Donnie.
He's just...
I'm surprised he didn't have somebody give him a Botox injection just to...
lift it up a little bit.
Something.
Yeah. Nobody knows what that shit's all about.
Yeah, so what about these Epstein emails?
All right, Tony, I want you to play this. It's kind of long. Hold on. Fuck. I did it wrong. Hold on. So, this is Popak from Legal AF breaking down some of what is in the Epstein emails. This is not good, people. This is 11 minutes long, I want to say. We can watch it in a few snippets. So Tony, if you want to find a good place to fucking pause it so we can talk about what's going on, that would be great.
We got
last time we crashed, we were in the middle of the Madison Cawthorn video, so he's like a little worried about playing videos right now.
I'm nervous.
No, normal, and not only that, I would speed it up, Tony, because he talks slow as fuck. I was listening to it. It was like 1.30 speed at least.
I had it on 2.0 because that's the way I
have to listen to mostly everything at 2.0.
2.0.
If I want to listen to all of it.
Right. Yeah, that's a lot. Cram in as much as you can get in.
Yeah. Yes.
What's happening? Okay. Don't say "oh shit" because I think that the fucking computer just died.
Nobody touch anything.
Don't touch anything.
What's going on?
We got some breaking news in the Epstein Donald Trump scandal. Bloomberg has gotten its hands on tens of thousands of emails belonging to Jeffrey Epstein, effectively his inbox. And it, once and for all, demonstrates that Ghislaine Maxwell lied under oath when she was giving what Donald Trump hoped would be helpful information, credible information to his lackey, Todd Blanche of the Department of Justice. It was all a lie. The only thing I think she said that was true was her name, because inside that treasure trove of emails that Bloomberg and now we have been able to access were the gift list of $1.8 million worth of gifts, mostly through her, that Jeffrey Epstein gave not only wealthy people, including Bill Clinton being listed, Alan Dershowitz being listed as getting extravagant gifts, but an entire section for gifts given to his victims, because we now know the names of his victims and what he bought them and when he bought them and how he bought them through Ghislaine Maxwell, who denied, of course, in her 300-page transcript to the government to try to get out of jail, denied any involvement. Well, the emails tell a completely different story. Not only do you have the spreadsheet prepared by her account, forget the client list, we got the spreadsheet of the gifts that Epstein had Maxwell procure and give to victims and powerful men alike. We also show the emails also show the closeness of the relationship, which was denied by Maxwell and Epstein. How close they were. They were even in the process of fertility treatment, I guess, for Maxwell to have Epstein's baby. You also saw the perverse exchanges where people were coming to Epstein and offering women, girls, including fathers of some of the victims who were paid, according to a spreadsheet, $10,000, I guess, to have his prostitute out his daughter, his young daughter. And there's even a message referencing Donald Trump. And it bolsters our analysis that the reason that Donald Trump got rid of his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein had nothing to do with the fact that he knew or should have known that Jeffrey Epstein was a pedophile, but it was over a financial transaction, over a $41 million piece of property. How do I know that? Because there's an email in which Ghislaine Maxwell lists all the participants effectively in the transaction and comments about, well, the paper's probably talking to these people about that piece of property. Right, because that's the reason. It was a fight over a $41 million piece of property that led Donald Trump to get rid of Jeffrey Epstein, not because he thought he was a creep or he thought he was or Donald Trump was a FBI informant. There's so much in this mother load of emails. It's going to take several hot takes, but I'm going to give you the overview right here on Legal AF. I'm Michael Popak. You're here on Thursday morning. Let's get into it. Bloomberg has not revealed how these emails were obtained, but I will tell you they are devastating. Mainly, how do I know that? Because Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyer, David Oscar Marcus, that never shuts up around a microphone, has been completely silent. Remember, he's trying to do a rehabilitation campaign to portray Ghislaine Maxwell as a victim. Alan Dershowitz went on television on Fox News, former Harvard law professor, who was Epstein's lawyer who negotiated his non-prosecution agreement and had him spend a short amount of time in jail for copping to a plea of soliciting prostitution from a child. He got a $75,000 car, a Lexus, by Epstein and Maxwell. Doesn't talk about that when he goes on Fox News or Newsmax and defends Ghislaine Maxwell, that he got paid off by Donald Trump, by Epstein. Never, of course, that's never mentioned. There's emails in there between Epstein and victims in which he talks about sex and demanding sex from them. There's emails in this treasure trove between Epstein and others saying, you got to meet this young Russian college student because she will be able to get you other Russian girls or other girls that are in her school in New York. And Epstein says, send her over. Okay. So
send her over.
Theory that nobody, including Donald Trump, could have known that Jeffrey Epstein was a pedophile and went after girls has all been destroyed. We have a concept in the law called willful blindness. You cannot be willfully blind. You cannot, because the law exists under a knew or should have known standard. Donald Trump should have known, if he didn't actually know, that his best friend was a pedophile and raping girls. And how do we know that? Look at the birthday album. 237 pages. Many of the pages are disgusting. References to Jeffrey Epstein and girls and little girls. I turned 50. I didn't get a birthday album like that. There's a hand-drawn cartoon of Jeffrey Epstein on one side of it with balloons and candies for little girls at a school. And in the next panel, it's him being massaged and whatever with bikini clad girls. In the book, we'll show that. In addition, there is his Amazon receipts from 2008, 2009, and beyond. And he bought a little girl's school uniform, an FBI agent's uniform, and a bullwhip.
A bullwhip and an FBI uniform. I mean,
so guys, this makes me go back to the whole, you remember the conversation they asked about what was going on in Trump Tower when the Russians were in there talking to Don Jr. and Trump, and Don Jr. replied that they were in talks with the Russians about adoptions. That's always stuck out with me. So here's a Russian connection for you.
It's all too sick. And when these fuckers want to fucking deny any of this ever happened, it's like, you got 1,000 victims, bro. Hundreds of them spoke out. Actually fucking, showed their faces and said their names. Yeah. No more hiding behind aliases.
Right.
That fucking, you guys are such these right-wing politicians who are, even Lisa Murkowski was the fucking deciding vote not to release the Epstein files. You fucking coward bitch. Coward. What is Dinky gonna do to you? What do you think? Guess what? If you all rebel at once, he can't do anything to you all at once.
Right.
But if he picks you off one by one, right?
That like he's doing, like he does to everybody in his life, even his wife's.
And really, when there's like these, they're not even cartoons anymore. They're just like, it's like palling around with Epstein, goggling over teenage pageant girls, paying off porn stars, grabbed by the pussy, you can do anything, pay off Playboy model, convicted of sexual assault, and drawing nude women for Epstein. But you don't see a pattern. MAGA, you don't see a pattern in this? You don't see fuck all? Are you really that fucking blind? What he was saying about blind? What did he say blind? Or spy or muted.
Willfully blind.
Yeah, you can't be willfully blind to the fact that this guy was a pedophile for fucking decades. It's not a legal thing. Everybody who wrote in that fucking Epstein book, the birthday book, knew what he was up to. And you're talking about 500 people. Now, if all those 500 people banged 2 of Epstein girls, there's your 1,000 right there.
Yeah.
So and everybody fucking knew it. Willfully blind. Fuck you. You can't be willfully blind to the fucking fact. You guys are writing in a book that you know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah. I'm joking about it because it's funny.
Yeah.
Joking around about it like it's no big deal, like you'll never get caught. It's really disgusting on an epic fucking level. How disgusting this all really is. And this is never going away. This is gonna haunt Dinky till the day he dies.
Yep. It's also gonna haunt everyone that's backed him as well.
Yeah.
Every single person.
That's funny you said that because I wanted to bring this up. They're talking about the list, who's on the list. And somebody mentioned all we have to do is look at the people who back him, who are backing him financially. You have your list.
Look at the people in the fucking cabinet.
Them because he has the information, right?
Every single one of the people in his cabinet is a sexual abuser, a fucking drug addict, a fucking alcoholic, has baby mamas from several different women. It's so fucked up. I get I really blame the Republican Party. You could have impeached this guy twice. You could have denounced him, but you licked his ball sack instead.
Yep.
Why? Are you so compromised by Russia? What has Russia got on you, motherfuckers?
But it's not even that. I mean, they back people down to their local dog catcher, all the way down the ticket. They back these people, and it's they themselves don't see anything wrong with this stuff, or they themselves are doing it too, and they're like, well, if I do it and they're doing it and I vote for them, it'll be okay. Or they're righteous in being able to do the things they do because of their Lord and Savior Jesus
Look
Christ.
at how they fucking glorify Kyle Rittenhouse. The guy who fucking shot 3 people, murdered 2. And they lift him up on a fucking pedestal.
All the people that glorified in Jan 6 who attacked police officers. Oh, you know, Ashley Babbitt's getting she got like a veteran's, what did she get? Like
disgrace.
Yeah, but she got a burial with honors because of she was military. And
she was not a hero.
Right, praise the grossest among us, the most criminal among us. Make it normalized. Make it something to be people to be proud of. So
she was a traitor.
She was a traitor.
Yeah, I have what's his name? I thought it was Ruben Gallega. Yeah. Yep. Gallega. Here we go. I'm sending it over, Tony. About that Ashley Babbitt thing, because it's just fucking disgusting. You know, and when Republicans have a chance to stand with the people who saved their asses on January 6th.
Yeah.
Right.
The people who protected them from a fucking violent mob on January 6th. But instead, the Republicans want to glorify Ashley Babbitt, who was ready to come in and shoot y'all and kill y'all. We don't know what the fuck was in her backpack. No
Today
clue.
we had a chance to stand with the brave men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice for this country in uniform. Ashley Babbitt is not that. She is a traitor. She will be a traitor. And she died a traitor. And let the halls remember that here. My colleague from across the aisle refused to do that. Instead, he stands with the traitors of January 6th. He's trying to say that an insurrectionist who broke into the Capitol with a knife deserves the same honor as the men and women who gave their lives for this country on the battlefield. It doesn't matter how many times she went. It doesn't matter how many times she was deployed. Benedict Arnold was one of the best generals we had until he betrayed us during the American Revolutionary War. He was still a traitor. Ashley Babbitt is a traitor. Ashley Babbitt's actions on January 6th are about as dishonorable as it gets. Giving her honors undermines the Constitution, and it undermines the real sacrifice of millions of veterans who defend our country. My colleague just set a dangerous precedent today. He is standing with the traitors of January 6th. You do not deserve that, America. The veterans of this country do not deserve that. I yield back.
And I'll tell you what, he kind of revealed something there. A knife in her bag, which has never been confirmed until what he just said there.
I thought I heard it before, but I don't know if it was like just speculation.
Hal said it before, but he was just like saying, what if she had a knife in her bag? What if she, you know what I mean?
Okay,
You know what I mean? It was a what if kind of situation. He just said she had a fucking knife in her bag.
Yeah.
So the right wants to normalize the violence. They want to normalize the National Guard and military in the streets. They want to normalize political violence. They make jokes when Paul Pelosi was attacked with a hammer. You know, they made with their Don Jr. going, I've got my Halloween costume all ready with a pair of tidy whities and a hammer. These people are sick.
Yep.
These people are really fucking sick. And you wonder why this shit fucking happens. Today, we've got bomb threats at the fucking DNC. We've got we've got HBCU colleges having to shut down. We've got
they're in lockdown,
We've got left-wing influencers being massive amounts of death threats are coming into them. Like it's just a floodgate has just opened up.
And like last week, Kamala Harris lost her
Secret
security
Service
that Biden extended. Trump ended it. Thank goodness. You reminded me that California has pulled some people, and
Law
they are now
enforcement,
her
yeah.
protection. Yeah.
Yep.
Because she starts her book tour either this week or next week, I believe. And I said before the show, I said it would not surprise me if they changed it to virtual meetings, because it's selling out like crazy, and people want to come and see her. She wants to see the people, and it's funny because when she did her ad for that,
he's gonna try to deny her of that.
oh yeah. So the song that they used, well, yeah, she's pretending to pack her bag because she's going on a book tour, and the music they used in the background was Lenny Kravitz. It ain't over till it's over. And I'm like, well, that's kind of an interesting song. So, she wants to connect with the people, and people want to see her. So I'm wondering how this is going to play out. So keep your eye on that.
Yep. I am.
Speaking of books that are coming out, No More Secrets, No More Silence. Virginia Giuffre, 400-page tell-all memoir is coming out October 21st. And it promises to name names that power has spent decades protecting. The announcement landed like a bombshell. Virginia Giuffre, the survivor who once brought Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell empire crashing down, will speak again, this time from beyond the grave. Her manuscript, locked away for years, is now scheduled for release. Inside sources say are not just stories of abuse, but the names of many friends who once floated freely above suspicion. The world froze. The countdown begins on October 21st. Will the truth finally tear through palaces, politics, and Hollywood alike?
Okay, bring that one on.
And if you look at her face in this picture, you can see that it's only one side of her face that is beaten up. Number one. Number two, this is from a right-handed person. It's clear. It's obvious. Haven't we all watched enough Law and Order episodes to fucking know the difference? It's fucking disgusting. And another body connected to Dinky. Right? That's what I mean. Is like all the people who have died who have been connected to him. This is not a fucking conspiracy theory. This is fucking fact.
Yep.
Yeah, they'd freaked out over the 4 people from Benghazi for forever. And now this is like...
He's got victims stacked like cordwood.
Yeah, they freaked out about the 4 people who died of Ebola.
Yeah.
They wanted to string Obama up on the front lawn at the goddamn White House. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Think he killed 1.2 million people and you don't even fucking bat an eyelash?
That's it. That's the thing that kills me, because I can't wrap my head around it, because I'm a thinking human. And I understand what hypocrisy is, and I understand how to think. And for these people to not be able to grasp any of this, it blows my mind. Did they just not want to, because they are just so in the cult that they just love their Charles Manson so much?
Blind. They're willfully blind.
That's it. That's exactly what it is.
It's like I'm waiting for him to start wearing some Jim Jones sunglasses and some 1970s ties and just dye his hair black. Go with it. You are him. Just be him.
I'm so disgusted at how far this has actually been allowed to just continue. And because Democrats don't have any power right now, it lays solely at the fucking feet of Republicans. They could have impeached this motherfucker. They could have been like, no fucking way. Like Marco Rubio, I can't remember. Even Ted Cruz was like, no fucking way. Lindsey Graham, no fucking way can Donald Trump become the nominee for the Republican Party. If we do, it'll be our own demise. That's what Lindsey Graham said. So
welcome to your demise.
Let's not forget. They knew, and then they capitulated.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So why?
They turn around and blame Democrats for not fighting hard enough to win. Like, it will be our fault because we didn't do it somehow, some way.
Yeah. Mhm.
We can save the country.
Democrats.
Yeah, it's an exhausting day, guys. It's a ton. Just trying to get all the information or what information is there so far and keeping up with it all. And I know a lot of people in our chat, they're home, they're able to just kind of bounce from podcast to, video to podcast and take away from something from everyone as the day progresses. But
Biba 666. I'm sure there were more people gone besides Charlie Kirk. But do we hear about them? No, honey. One shot.
Mm-hmm.
One shot hit Kirk. He went down. That was it. The dude up and fucking got the fuck out of there.
Yep.
That was his goal. He could have actually, absolutely, I totally agree that if you had an AR-15, he could have just through that whole fucking crowd. No, one shot fired, one person down. That's it.
And
nobody else was shot.
Yeah, that's a different motive than a mass murder. Somebody just wants to take everyone out and go down by, death by cop on the way out
like
or whatever.
the Las Vegas
this is
shooting.
Something personal. This is something specific.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is a specific attack on one person for the goal of that one person being gone. Why?
Yeah.
And
so let's not, I don't want to spread disinformation because we are not here to spread disinformation. In fact, all we want to do is, state the facts because, there's no mainstream media who's doing this. They won't talk about this shit the way we talk about it.
Yeah. And we don't know anything.
No.
We don't know anything. We have to wait until someone is brought in and there's some sort of a confession or manifesto or something that they are going to enlighten this whole situation with. And I really don't know if we're going to get that.
Right.
Well, we've never gotten Dickie's tax returns. We've never gotten his medical files. We've never gotten what happened to fucking in Butler, Pennsylvania. You think we're going to get the fucking real truth about this? Let's not kid ourselves, people.
No,
because they love the speculation. They love all the conspiracy theories. They love everybody going out there. Well, it could be this, could be that.
Yeah.
Tony's going, if I was the shooter, this is what I would do, right?
Yeah.
And, thinking it all out. And how would I disguise myself? Yeah, I'd be a young 20-year-old something dude who fits right the fuck in on a goddamn college campus. No big deal.
Yeah.
So, we cannot kid ourselves, people, that this is getting worse. It is escalating, and Dickie's going to escalate it even further. Let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah.
The first fucking thing that came out of my mouth when I knew that Charlie had passed was Dinky's totally going to use this to fucking escalate his violence and fucking get his fucking maggot fucking idiots in a tizzy.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And
when I saw it happen, I was watching it actually live when it happened, and it was the whole clip, just on full whole clip.
Yeah.
And as soon as it happened, I could see it was the same type of hit that Ashley Babbitt took, which promptly ended her life, and I knew.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Ashley Babbitt was shot with a handgun in very close range.
At close range.
Yes.
What I'm saying is it was a very similar spot where they were hit.
Yeah.
With a high-speed bullet.
Okay, now wait a minute. Spy has come, new shit's come to light that they slowed down the video and it looks like
it bounced off.
It bounced up and then.
Now, saying this, it wasn't any kind of professional organization or forensics team that did this. It was internet sleuths. So take it with a grain of salt. But yes, it showed the bullet hitting the bulletproof vest he was wearing and ricocheting into his neck.
Which makes sense because I have a friend from Homeland
Allegedly.
Security and she works Border Patrol and all that. And she says when they shoot, they have to aim for the heart. They aim for the chest. Allegedly. And the problem is, it's like, that would make sense. Because her question was.
Actually doesn't make sense to me because I
Yeah.
would think
So
a headshot would be
that's
more
what they-
lethal.
But if you're trained.
On a diagram from your
Yeah.
head and your torso,
right?
This is the kill zone right here.
Yeah. So if they aimed here, I get it, and it bounced because of the Kevlar. Okay, that makes sense. So allegedly.
I haven't
And
seen
again,
it,
yeah,
and I don't really know.
There has been no verification of that, but
None. But
I'm just saying, I knew as soon as I saw the blood coming out of his neck that just like
Yeah.
Ashley Babbitt, who I also watched get unalived live, yeah, I knew immediately that Charlie had ceased to be.
Yeah.
it was the arterial spray and the sudden drop to the floor.
yeah,
That's
it was. Yeah. Yes.
And unfortunately, I think a lot of us have already, we've seen the video. It was horrific. It was horrific. And nobody deserves that. And I don't care what the fuck they say. You know what I mean? Like that's.
But, this is another thing I thought of, and this is just me being humane. He didn't end up with severe brain trauma, where he was being kept alive by tubes for years. You know what I'm saying? And as bad as, I don't want to sound cold or anything.
Gabby Gifford. Gabby Gifford suffered for a long. She's still suffering.
Yeah, I worked
worked
at a traumatic brain injury facility where people had very bad medical situations that got them in that facility, and it's like, oh Lordy, so heartbreaking. And so he didn't have to suffer that way. So that is, I mean, if people want to pray for him, like the transition was quick,
Well, the other thing is too, like I was like, really? He was wearing a vest underneath that t-shirt because it didn't look like that to me. It did not look like that to me. But I really don't want to go back and look either because I don't want
I'll have to look.
I don't want to see it again.
I don't want to see it either.
But
honestly,
it's a little weird to me that he literally was wearing a white t-shirt. I think you would be able to tell if he had fucking body armor underneath that. Yeah.
No,
not if it's one of the slim. Not if it's one of the slim white ones that they make now.
My ex-fiance was he was actually a sniper for the town, and he'd always wear something, and you couldn't see.
You couldn't tell.
But you could kind of, the bigger ones you could definitely see, but it didn't like show through the white. So
right. So yeah, as soon as I saw the video whoever shot him yeah. It's tragic. We know that it's gonna, invite more violence instead of fucking, because the right is stoking more violence right now, and that's my biggest concern. All we can do is
de-escalate.
That's right.
That's our mission, is to de-escalate.
That is correct.
And
right now,
I don't see that coming from the right.
Gone after anyone, they've made calls. They've, the fake bomb threats to the DNC, to the HBCUs. So hopefully they're all like freaking out and being shitty and making calls and stuff, but then they don't necessarily act. Who knows? Let's hope for that.
L.E. Osher. To accept, press 1.
Go ahead, Allie Osher. Thanks for calling in, hon.
Hey, ladies. I just saw on the news that the Senate Republicans are doing the nuclear option to approve Trump's nominees. So, with all the constant nonsense of Stephen Chung and Stephen Miller and Steve Bannon, just 10 million news items a day, now they also have this as well. So apparently, unless something else, which hopefully it doesn't, because, back in the old days, the biggest news was the attempted Reagan assassination, but that was in 1981. That was a long time ago. But I mean, I saw the video and I didn't know if it was a video game or not. But I said, well, but if that's accurate, he's not going to survive.
Yeah.
But in any case,
nominees for what though?
Yeah. What's that?
Nominees for what?
All the Senate Republicans. So in other words, speed it up.
But they're speeding up nominees for what?
For Trump's cabinet, what the departments that Trump wants to have,
and
all that
instead of
stuff.
going through Senate confirmation, they're
right. Yeah. So that Senate Republicans are trying to trigger a nuclear. That they put it in quotation marks, a nuclear option, so that the Democrats can't slow it down. But in any case, I mean, we knew because this is a reality TV show style, that if anything was going to happen, that this is what they were going to do. And Kirk is very, racist. He's very cruel. He's entitled to say mean things. He's not entitled to die, but at the same point, he's not a saint either. So, this nonsense is super extreme of sides, is not good or healthy for them, for us, for anybody. Because, you're supposed to have free speech, but if people don't like what you say, you're supposed to be shunned, not shot. And as we know, at that university, there were plenty of people that were protesting before he came, and he probably should have been smart and either done it web style or grown up and said, one day Trump and his buddies won't be around, because as we know, they're still trying to operate like Trump and his buddies will be around for 40 years. And we won't have an America by then, and we won't have almost anybody with a brain tolerating it by then.
And literally, Allie, during his speech from the Oval, he was literally like declaring war on the left. Yeah, and so he's not helping. Yeah. He's fucking ramping it up. Like I said he would as soon as this shit happened.
Yep. Well, the other issue is he doesn't want to think about, I bet, if he didn't have Secret Service, he'd be in a lot more trouble right now. But as you saw the address from yesterday, he was covering one of his hands with his other hand.
Yeah.
So he knows he's not. If he's around for another 10 years, that's going to be a miracle of science. But the problem is, everybody's not standing up and saying, God's sakes, let's get back to the Bushes. Even though they did a lot of rotten things, at least they weren't this extreme. Well, except for Cheney, maybe. But that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, Mitch McConnell has something to answer for as well. But this is supposed to be America. You're not supposed to be violent unless it's self-defense. You're not supposed to have. I guess from the 80s on, we've had tons of shootings and mass shootings and.
I'm going to play the list right now. I'm going to play the list right now. So, thank you, Allie, for calling in, brother. We love you.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So I have this clip from Katie Tur's, not really my favorite. Doing a rundown on just recent political violence, just recently. And it's more than we all remember. It's like, it's been a pick here, there. Just like school shootings. Now they're all running together and we can't remember which details fit with which fucking thing.
No.
Go ahead.
The notable acts of political violence since 2017, and there's going to be more, but here's just a few of them. There was the shooting on the congressional baseball practice where Steve Scalise was shot. Brett Kavanaugh's assassination plot, the Supreme Court justice. Paul Pelosi getting attacked with a hammer inside of his own San Francisco home. The guy saying that he was looking for Nancy Pelosi. The plot against Gretchen Whitmer, the governor of Michigan. The firebombing of Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania, firebombing of his home. Elon Musk's Tesla properties being attacked. Luigi Mangione killing the United Healthcare CEO. The attack in New Orleans, the attempted terror attack in New Orleans, the Trump assassination attempts, as we were mentioning before. We can also talk about January 6th, the riot. shooting of the Israeli embassy staff, and it wasn't even clear that the shooter knew that they were Israeli embassy staff, but just that they were Jewish or coming out of a Jewish center for a Jewish event. The firebombing of the Colorado March, those people who were marching for the release of the hostages in Gaza, the Minnesota lawmakers who were shot. Again, this is just a small list. There, I'm sure are others that we have forgotten to mention just the last few years.
Yeah, there's a lot you forgot to mention there, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah,
that's why I don't like fucking Katie Tor. She fucking annoys the shit out of me. She's both siding this like a motherfucker right there. How about, remember the bomb threat from the guy who sent bombs to Obama and Hillary and Keith Olbermann and Biden, all these people. 30 or 40 fucking bombs went out.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a major fucking sting operation. The guy with all the fucking he covered his van in bumper stickers for Trump. Remember that? That guy. Yeah. So there's so many more. And the right is always constantly stoking the violence. And we're already trying to fucking tamp it down. What? Well, on top of all the school shootings, and on top of all the other, the shooting at the synagogues and the shooting at the fucking kids' fucking Catholic school the other day. I mean, this is just non-fucking stop. And guess what? Right. They're like, this is not who we are. Motherfucker, this is who we are.
That's exactly who you are.
Yeah, this is your signature move. Yeah. So part of this makes me think, because this whole Epstein thing, you have MAGA splintering, right? And what better way to bring MAGA into the fold than to proclaim a war because they have been attacked? Because what happened on 9/11? We sort of did that with the country, right? Everybody came together because we were attacked. And I find it kind of ironic that these two things are a day apart. Like, it's almost like they've already got this whole game plan, the wording, the messaging, all of it. Were they just waiting for someone of theirs to be killed? Or did they help it along? I don't know. But these MAGA who were straying from them because of this Epstein split.
Yeah, this is a great way to unite them.
Yeah, it's a fantastic way to unite them.
And that's what makes it a little bit more scary, especially when the president of the United States from the Oval Office is like declaring war on the left.
Yep. So
because that's basically what he did yesterday.
Yep. And he doesn't need a war in Greenland, in Mexico, in Canada, in Panama. He needs war here.
He wants it.
He started that division.
He wants
Let's
it.
have the war
So
here.
does Putin. Putin wants us to go to civil war so fucking bad. Are you kidding?
Yes.
So,
and whether that's the plan or not, but that is sure is looking like a lane that people can pull into and drive on,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you think Israel would really tell Donald Trump that they sent someone to kill our head Nazi, Stephen Miller's next? I don't know. Lucky Dragon, I'll tell you what. I think that even our enemies would know that if somebody like him, he's got 5 million fucking followers.
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody like him gets knocked off, pardon the expression, but it's just fucking awful. Then it's going to stoke more political violence. Everybody knows this. This is not new, by the way, people. Alexander Hamilton was shot by the fucking vice president of the United States. You know what I mean? Like, we've been in political violence our whole existence.
Mm-hmm.
We stole land. We've had fucking slaves. This fucking shit. None of this shit has ever been fixed.
Solved.
Resolved. It's still here. They're still flying goddamn Confederate flags, for fuck's sake. You know, you can't change these people's mind because, oh, it's the South. It's going to rise again. Give me a fucking break. You fucking lost your war. Nazis lost your war.
Yeah.
White supremacy lost your war. KKK is not fucking cool.
Let it go, people. Let it go. Evolve.
Yeah.
You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
Damon Dog, this country is founded on violence. You're fucking right, man. But name me a country that hasn't been at war. Name me a country that's got everybody's fucking angels. Nobody.
Right.
Nobody can say that. Everybody's got
Every
their
country
fucking
says
history.
somebody else was here
But we
first.
have evolved. We've evolved
Right.
past this shit.
Yeah.
Every fucking American I know wants fucking, comprehensive gun reform.
Healthcare.
And
everyone.
healthcare for
Healthcare.
everybody,
Yes.
for fuck's
Yes.
sake.
Free education.
Yeah.
Easier voting. One person, one vote.
Mm-hmm.
But,
A wage that you can live with.
white
Yes.
men
Yes.
white men are terrified. They're absolutely terrified because they know by 2030 or 2040 or whatever that they will fucking actually be a minority in this country for the first time ever, ever, ever. And
Not
they
if they
cannot
fall
let go
off.
of it. They can't let go of it. You don't want to fucking let go of it, then go move to fucking Moscow, asshole. And see
Yeah.
how good it worked out for that guy who brought his wife and 7 kids over there. And now he's fucking fighting for the Russian army, and God knows if he's even alive or dead right now. We don't
I think
fucking
he
know.
died. I think he died like 3 days in.
No,
from what
we
I
don't
heard.
know. We don't know.
Allegedly.
We're not going to hear about it anyway if it did happen. Because Dickie's not going to tell you.
Allegedly.
And the whole thing, how about also, this also is a great distraction from the fact that Dinky sent in, oh God. Dinky sent in SEAL Team
Call from
6.
Kathy Zinn. To accept.
Kathy, hold on.
Okay.
Dinky sent in SEAL Team 6 to North fucking Korea to plant
Yep.
a fucking listening device. They ran across fucking fishermen or people on the beach or something. I don't know. And they fucking killed everybody and then stabbed them in the fucking lungs so they wouldn't float. So there wouldn't be any
Right.
goddamn. And we're finding out about this now, and it happened in 2017. And you're gonna fucking tell me that this is a dumb story. This never happened. Bullshit. I don't fucking believe anybody for a fucking second. I totally believe Dinky did this, and we're only hearing about it now. Go ahead, Kathy. I'm sorry.
No, hell yes. Hell to the yes on all of that. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
I was going to say that amidst all this horrible news, there is one bright, shining light coming out of Brazil, and that is that Bolsonaro was found guilty of staging a coup to regain his
Good.
presidency.
Why can't we
thank
do that here? It's
God.
not really that great news.
Well, I know that the thing is that it's very strange because apparently Trump is watching that trial with great
Oh,
interest,
yeah.
and it's like, yes, because
Yes,
if we
he
ever
is.
get the chance, asshole, guess what? We can't, and that's just it. He thinks he's buried all the bodies, but the truth will out. Sorry, it's what happens. The more you try to bury something, the more it comes back. We all know you're lying, asshole.
Yeah.
We all know you're lying. And I mean, and people have been saying it in the chat, and I've had the same thought, and it's terrible. It is an awful thing to even say, but would he take out Charlie Kirk just to get attention off Epstein or whatever? Get attention off whatever. And because why does it have to be,
Unfortunately, I
other than
can't
the
put it
fact-
past him.
I know, that's just it. Like everything that happens with him, you want to say, okay, come on, that's just nuts. That's crazy. It's batshit nuts. But then you start thinking about, like, but I wouldn't put it past him.
Right.
And it's like, because that's the price. If Dinky decides here's what I need to do to save myself. It doesn't matter if it's your life or not. He doesn't care whose life. Now, he's ruined people financially for decades.
Right.
And you don't think he's killed people?
Entertainment purposes only, YouTube. Yes.
The helicopter crash, Ivana.
Yes.
Epstein.
Yes. There's just too many questions. Way too many questions. But, I mean, if we as America can look at Brazil and say, they did it.
Why can't we?
Yeah, they got rid of their asshole.
Because our Supreme Court is owned by Dinky and the right. They own our SCOTUS. That's it.
Oh, I know. That's the other thing. They are trying to get Clarence Thomas to retire as quickly as possible so Dinky can put another one in, because they're scared to death after the midterms. If everything goes blue as we think it's going to, then if Thomas dies or Alito dies, then the Dems are going to get their chance, and Dinky won't be able to put somebody else in there. But apparently, Clarence Thomas is, no, why would I retire? And somebody, might have been Lindsay, says, because the grift is too good.
Make bad choices, please,
right
Thomas, please.
It's all too fucking upsetting, and it's been a really fucking tough couple days. And
really
Kathy,
has.
thank you so much for calling in and being a part of our group chat and sending in information as it came in during that whole debacle, because we're all trying to keep each other. I was literally taking a nap, and then all of a sudden my phone started blowing up.
I know. That's what happened to me. I'm sitting here at work and just typing up an email, and I'm like, and I just hear my phone beep, 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 and I'm like, what is going on? Because the first thing that came through was that shots were fired. Okay. But so, the whole thing, it just didn't sit well with me, because everything that came through was so vague. The first part was shots fired. Okay,
then
are
he
people
was shot.
hurt? Are students hurt? Like, what is Charlie Kirk shot? Like, what happened? And then it comes down to, it's just one shot and it killed him. And that's the whole, that's where that sent chills down my spine. It's like, this is a person, this was so calculated, because it's like, no, we're not taking anybody out, just that motherfucker right there. That's it. That's all we want.
When, as a mass, sometimes mass shooters are always like, oh, I'm going to get bigger numbers than anybody else. And literally, if you had an AR-15, you could have taken out so many people at that.
It could have been like Vegas.
It could have been,
like
worse
Vegas.
than Vegas. Yeah. And so, but here you go. It's another school shooting, by the way. People forget that it was at a school. So 2 school shootings in one day.
Yep.
It's unacceptable. And things need to fucking change. It's the guns. It's the guns. It's the guns.
It's the guns, people. It's the guns. Excuse me. And I will reiterate what Stephanie Miller said when she ended her show today. Hug your loved ones. Kiss the people you love. Hug them close. And just make sure everybody in your life knows how much you love them. Because it's just, the world is a crazy, crazy place right now, and we all need each other. And I'm just glad to be part of this group, and and all our other groups, the Steph Heads, the Sparklers, the what is it, Briananiacs for Brian. But and Texas Paul's group, and just because all of us, it's like, especially if you're a blue dot in a red sea, this kind of community is so very, very important. You are not alone out there. You are not going crazy.
That. Yes.
We're all here for each other. So take care, everybody. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, Kathy, for calling in. We love you, girl.
Thank you, Kathy.
Love you too. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
And, I was just thinking another thing is, taking off the headlines, is all the fuckery from the RFK hearings and how fucked up that all was. That was so fucked up. Like,
it was bizarre, and it fucked up in a bizarre way. It's like we're not even watching. because we're not. This is not the way our government functions.
This is not normal.
They don't sit in there and scream over each other trying to be fucking heard. Right. People used to be able to sit there and talk. These motherfuckers want to talk over every single question, and they don't want to give any answers whatsoever.
Yeah.
Right. And none of them are qualified for anything.
Right. None of
It's
them.
like, why are you here? I want you as a neighbor giving me advice, much less heading up a department of the government.
Yeah. We've got, this is how wildly illegal under Uniform Code of Military Justice. Secretary of War, he calls himself Secretary of War now, Pete Hegseth, not Secretary of Defense. A prayer for Charlie Kirk and those who serve. So he's demanding that the military pray for Charlie Kirk, which is absolutely fucking illegal under Uniform Code of Military Justice. So, you know, again, none of this is normal. Right. We've lived through tumultuous times.
And it's 9/11 today.
Yeah, and it's 9/11 today. I mean, that's the thing. It's a culmination of even, you know, like Laura Loomer and MTG, they're 9/11 deniers and all this fucking weirdo shit. Honey, were you there on 9/11 when the fucking plane hit the fucking Pentagon? Because I saw it. I saw it with my own two fucking eyes. Super Saint calling in.
Super Saint. To accept, press.
Super Saint, thanks for calling in. Go ahead, honey.
Hi, lovelies. I sorry, my aide came in, so I missed a little bit. I'm backtracking, but anyway, I wanted to add to the list of the body count. I wanted to mention our allies, the Kurds, that were screwed over. I also want to mention when Putin put a bounty on our soldiers. I also want to mention when the 5,000 Taliban were released from the prison. Yes, Khashoggi, but also how Dinky set up for our leaving Afghanistan, and with the release of the Taliban and not letting the Afghanis know, that set up for our 13 soldiers to be
100%,
killed. But I just wanted to add to the list, because there's so many.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just wanted to add because there's so many more where he just, has no respect for our soldiers, has no respect for our allies that help us. And not only that, but the Afghan translators and their families that were led to be brought over here so they would be protected in their families for helping us, and just completely not allowing them to have that passageway here where they were left, to be.
Yeah, he's all butthurt and upset about a Ukrainian woman who was killed by a person of color. And now it's it's all Fox News can talk about right now. Ginning up, stoking up fear. And how about if you're so worried about, women and children and protecting people and blah, 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 then why don't you give a fuck about all the women and children that Putin's fucking killing right now in Ukraine? How come you don't give a fuck about them? How come you don't give a fuck about what Netanyahu's doing in fucking Gaza right now?
I don't know how many times I have to tell people about the Budapest Agreement, that we signed, that said that we would have Ukraine's back for giving up their nuclear weapons, and that if they were invaded or attacked, that we would be to back them, and we would make sure that they were able to protect themselves. I mean, I don't know how people do not remember that we promised them. We promised them. And
Dinky wanted the Central Park 5 executed, right, Peter?
Yeah. Yes. Now known as the exonerated Central Park 5.
So let's.
But thank y'all for letting me.
Let's just not forget about all this horrific shit that's happened before, including the Epstein files and the diddling of little girls and little boys, which we've been bringing up on the fucking show forever. And nobody wants to listen to us. Why the fuck are we still in the point? Right?
Right. And he paid them a lot of money to end that civil case because he wanted to keep it out of the media, point blank.
Yep.
But But I love you guys, and thank you for letting me add to the list, and I'm sure I will think of many, many more.
Oh, I know.
But,
I'm sure
I
we all
love
will.
y'all.
Thanks, Super Saint. Love
Yeah.
you.
Love you too.
Thanks,
Ron.
Super.
Bye.
It's called catch and kill when he does
Yeah.
these cases, by the way. Catch and kill.
What happened to Charlie Kirk is also what happened to 20 children ages 6 and 7 at Sandy Hook Elementary. I don't remember the right being this upset back then. Do you?
Or getting medals or honorary flights on the Air Force.
Yeah.
George Takei, left overwhelming, has condemned the killing of Kirk and offered condolences to his family in this terrible time. The right has declared war and demanded revenge before we even have a suspect in custody.
Right.
But we're the evil.
We're the terrorists.
Terrorist left, lunatic left.
Yep.
He's got eyes fucking ripping people out of their goddamn cars, breaking the windows now, and reaching in and grabbing people out of, what was that car, Tony? It was a red car. You're like, it's like a fucking Camaro or something, brand new. $60,000 car.
With the right engine.
Well, with the right engine, he says. Okay, whatever.
Right.
Like, I give it 2 shits. You know, it's still a fucking nice car. What are you going to rip these people of color out of their fucking car because they're driving a $60,000 car? Are you going to start ripping people out of their Cadillacs and their Lincolns? It's just, there's no end to the fucking cruelty and what the fuck is going on right now. What the fuck is going on? We are under a fucking authoritarian dictatorship right fucking now. We don't stop it. 2026, it's over.
Yeah.
So get fucking engaged. Get fired up.
Yeah,
Because
we need
guess
to
what?
get to 2026.
We need to fight
We need
this
to
with
get there.
words and truth, not with guns and not with violence.
Mhm.
We need to put these people in their place. Oh, really? Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. You want to fucking defend this guy? You're still going to defend this guy after bing, 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 bing. Every fucking thing we know about him.
Mm-hmm.
We all have the ammunition. We all have the fucking truth on our side. Trail, Will, love you, brother. Thank you for coming in our chat. And hey, bro, I know you were sick, but I hated to mention this yesterday. But you were supposed to join us for Tuesday's show. Just
He's still
he knows.
sick.
He was sick, and
Poor thing.
and so that's why we didn't know what was going on. And so we love you, Trill, Will, and you are more than welcome to join us at any time you want to, bro. And you know, and I really felt how shook up and how I think everybody is shook up by this. It was awful. It was disgusting. But it's also because people saw the video. If people saw the video and what pictures and whatever from Sandy Hook, they would have been just as outraged and disgusted. So let's not kid ourselves because, you know, the right doesn't give a fuck when a little 6 and 7-year-old gets shot up in a school.
They don't.
But they care about this now. So there's no equivocating. I think political violence is fucking bullshit and it just leads to more political violence. We've seen it. We know this from history.
Yeah.
So let's not kid ourselves and get, you know, and let's not, you know, become like them, right? That's the other thing. When you have people on the right who are calling for executions live on air with a fucking guillotine, that needs to stop. Both sides are not doing that. I've not seen one person on the left say something that horrific. So let's not kid ourselves. Who is stoking the violence? And I'm not giving anybody a pass. Oh my God, Trill, hey lady, sorry I missed you. I will definitely make it up to you. Love you all. Oh, you know, Trill, don't worry about it, man. I know
Oh.
you weren't feeling good. I know you were sick, and now all this fuckery. It's been awful.
You got to get some of them really hot, like Scotch bonnet peppers.
No, don't do that
Kill
to
'em.
yourself.
Don't do it. You'll die.
And all that shit that's holding up in your head and up in
Oh
your
my
lungs.
God.
Give yourself a
will
hot
all-
toddy, not a hot pepper.
Like a poor person's exorcism. Don't do it.
It'll all come out, baby.
So anyway, anybody got any closing statements? Because we're about to end the show. Anybody?
I don't know what to say. All I got is, just please everybody back away from it for some time every day, because this is
Take care of your mental
absolutely
health.
insane, and don't dig into what they're saying. Sometimes there's a lot of talk and no action. Let's pray that that's what that is. Let's put that energy out there. That they're just a lot of high emotion and immature emotion right now, where they're spouting off everything, but they're not going to do anything because they're going to calm the hell down. Okay.
Mhm.
Right.
Betty?
This, this is a long haul.
Mm-hmm.
We got to pace ourselves and breathe accordingly. So, you know what you know. We carry the truth. That's our power. Use it. You can't abuse the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So repeat it often.
Spy,
Like you
who is
check
that
for
little
diabetes.
Who do you have there?
That's Smokey.
Oh, Smokey. Okay.
Hey, Smokey.
Smokey.
He might actually meow for you if I hold him just right.
Oh,
because
Smokey.
he's the most
He's Smokey
vocal.
kitten.
Oh, ugh. Thanks. Thanks.
Have
I
a
needed
little fur ball on you.
that. Thanks, I needed that. Yeah.
Okay.
Little kitten therapy.
Oh, it's the best.
A power to the chesticles from Trailwell. You got it, baby.
Yeah.
Woo! Anyway, we love you guys so much. Peace out. Take care of yourselves. We're in it for the long haul. And, be good to each other, because I really feel like it's going to get worse before it gets better. And I want you guys to be prepared mentally, physically for this. Stay strong, because we need you to hang in there. And
don't fall for their crap.
Don't. So we love you guys. Trill, will you email me, babe, and we'll schedule something for next time. And you guys take care and peace out. And seriously, thank you so much for joining us on the show. And there's just lots of emotions. Wayne,
It's
thank
the
you
power of love.
Wayne, thank you for the 20 memberships. Trillwell, thank you. And Nirmaj, thank you for the 10 memberships. And we will see you guys next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Oh.
Take care.
Donald Trump, pure fuck up. Live at 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
This is Trill.
1:00 Pacific Standard Time. Tune in as we share news on the fuck up known as McTaco Tits USA. Thank you very much.
I told you, Trillwell, that we were gonna get you drops. We were gonna steal those as drops. Did you get
Oh
more?
my God.
Did you get any more? Oh man, you should have gotten more. There were so many. You did like 30.
Anyway.
Oh,
God! No! God, please, no!
So, shout out to Trill. No! We love you, brother. Let's hook up again, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday, okay? Peace out.
Wahoo!
Trump, pure fuck up, live at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Tune in as we share news on the fuck up known as McTaco Tits USA. Thank you very much.